Terraform Cloud provides one of the easiest ways to use Terraform for production. You can quickly get started with Terraform Cloud as it takes very little time to create an account in Terraform. You need to have valid email ID, and using that you can create an account and log into Terraform, and it provides a lot of advantages of cloud computing. So let's first understand what is cloud computing. So cloud computing, as we know, it's a way to access IT resources over the internet. Some of the advantages it offers are on-demand computing, which means as soon as or whenever you need a resource, you will get it. It uses the concept of pay as you go, which means that according to your usage, you will be charged, like an electricity meter where you use an electrical appliance and you will be charged based on your usage. Cloud computing also uses the concept of a shared pool of resources, which makes it pretty simple and cost effective. So right now we are discussing about cloud computing, and once we understand this, then we will understand Terraform Cloud. One of the best ways to remember cloud computing versus a traditional computing is you are buying your own car versus using Uber. Now when you buy your own car, you need to make an upfront payment, whereas if you are using Uber, there is no upfront payment and you don't need to worry about the car's maintenance. The maintenance of the car would be done by Uber. You need to pay for your ride. So due to all these advantages of cloud computing concept, it has become trendy, popular, and there are many vendors of cloud computing like Amazon, Azure, GCP is Google Cloud Platform, and many more. Now if you want to use Terraform Cloud, then there is no need to have your infrastructure installed. You don't need to install Terraform, you don't need to run all your commands in your infrastructure. Some of the commands we learned were init, plan, apply, and destroy. The cloud will provide all the resources required to run your configurations and your commands. Now all these features would be available through internet on the Terraform website, and you need to just create an account in Terraform and start using it. So now let's specifically talk about the Terraform Cloud. So first advantage is managed service, which means you don't need to worry about infrastructure. The cloud provider will manage your infrastructure. If a machine goes down, then Terraform would be responsible for that. The cloud vendor, in this case Terraform, is the cloud provider that will ensure that your machine is always up, and if that goes down, then the backup would be there ready. And here by machine we are talking about the machines which will run your configuration. Ultimately the resources are getting created in cloud only. The second advantage is it offers high security, which means your data is secured. Nobody can enter in a Terraform Cloud. There will be a username, password required to access an account. Next is reliability, which means chances of losing your data is minimal, and it will run your code, your configuration efficiently. And then we have scalability. Scalability means if the number of users increases, then your system can handle that heavy traffic. Think about so many configurations that you want to run parallelly, and there are so many configurations that are being used by multiple users. So all these scenarios can be handled by Terraform Cloud. Now some of the features of Terraform Cloud are you can collaborate with your team, which means multiple users in a team can access Terraform Cloud. For example, one person can create a plan and the other person can review the plan, and if he doesn't like the plan, he can cancel or reject the plan, or he can commit that plan, which will run and apply the resources. You can also store your state of your resources remotely in cloud, which means your resources are again secured. Your state file is not going to be lost. And one of the key things that we need while working for Terraform or configurations, we need to check into a version control system, and from there we need to regularly pick the configuration to run our program. So Terraform Cloud provides an easy integration with VCS like GitHub, and all these things we'll see in our demo. Some of the enterprise features which comes with the enterprise license, which is available for a 30 days free trial, and we'll see that. So key advantages or key features comes along with is cost estimation, which means if you create a plan for your resources, then before you apply, it will show you the total cost associated with your resources, which means, let's say I want to create 2 EC2 machines and one, let's say, database. So the total cost before the resources would be created, the total cost would be shown, which is a great feature, and according to that you can plan your budget. Then we have single sign-on. Single sign-on means once you log into one account of, let's say, a product, then you don't need to log in multiple times to access its other service. Similar way, if you are in an organization and you are in organization network and the organization has multiple apps, and if you have logged into one app, then you don't need to log in multiple times to access other apps. So this makes it very robust. And similarly, Terraform also provides for its services for organization a single sign-on capability. Then we have CD and CI. CD stands for continuous deployment and CI stands for continuous integration. This means if your organization is having a DevOps culture, DevOps stands for development and operation. DevOps is a cultural change in an organization. It's not a technology. It uses many tools to make your system and deployment automatic, which means if a developer checks in the code, automatically it will go to the version control system and there it is going to deploy, and before that compile the code, and after compiling the code it goes to another machine where it gets deployed automatically, and it gets deployed in different environments, staging environment, development environment. And you can also run that code to test it. So you can run your test cases and see the results. And you can also automate, saying that if your test results are more than 80% or it's 100% working fine, then you deploy the product to production or a feature to a production. So this is the meaning of DevOps or CDCI. And there are many CDCI tools or workflows used in a different way in different organizations. So Terraform Cloud provides an easy integration with that. So overall, Terraform is providing a lot of advantages.
For more details, check the link in the description. Learn with Whizlabs. Success certified.